Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth coverage of your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Today, we are going to discuss the 5 biggest position battles for the Packers as of right now. And keep in mind, a lot could happen between now and week 1. But these are the position battles that are shaping up entering OTAs and minicamp. And these are position battles for the starting jobs. We're not talking about second string quarterback or depth positions along the offensive or defensive line. We're talking about starting slots and who the candidates are to win them. These are in no particular order, but we're going to start with left tackle along the offensive line. You've got incumbent Rasheed Walker going up against 2024 first-round pick Jordan Morgan. Walker has done a solid job of protecting the blind side of Jordan Love since he became the starter in 2023, but he's entering the last year of his contract, and I think the Packers are hoping to get someone who can be a better run blocker than Walker and maybe just an upgrade in general. I think Walker is a solid starter. I have no problem with him winning the job again. In fact, I really like the way he's developed from a 7th-round pick to protecting Jordan Love's blind side. But Jordan Morgan, obviously in the race, he played in 6 games last season, starting 1. They moved him from his left tackle position in college to right guard, figuring he would have the best chance to play right away there. But he ended up rotating in at that position. So it's going to be Jordan Morgan against Rasheed Walker for the left tackle spot, with 2nd-round pick Anthony Belton as a dark horse candidate. Meanwhile, at right guard, which is our next position, Sean Ryan, who beat out Morgan for that spot, will battle Morgan again if Morgan doesn't win the left tackle spot. Obviously, when you have a former first-round pick, you want to get that player on the field. The Packers, Matt LaFleur, have always said, we want the best 5 out there. It's one of the reasons they value versatility along the offensive line. So we'll see whether Ryan or Morgan ends up winning that starting job. Meanwhile, at wide receiver, there's a lot of questions. The Packers drafted Matthew Golden in the 1st round this year, Savion Williams in the 3rd round. We know Christian Watson is going to start the season on the PUP list, probably miss at least half of the 2025 campaign as he rehabs from his knee surgery. But how do the wide receivers line up? Will Jaden Reed continue to be the primary slot receiver? Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks, Matthew Golden, Savion Williams, how do they divide up the snaps and the targets? And who's going to be the starters? Who's going to get how much playing time? There are a lot of questions in the wide receiver room as we head into OTAs and rookie camp. And the first thing to watch will obviously be, how do Golden and Williams look during rookie camp? So far, pretty positive. But again, the rookie camp so far has really just been installing things rather than actually running plays and putting the pads on. So still a long way to go. Next up on our list is edge rusher. We know Rashawn Gary will start at one defensive end, but who ends up on the other side? You have Kingsley Enagbare, who started the last 7 games last year after Preston Smith was traded. Enagbare also in the last year of his contract, but he's going to get competition from Lucas Van Ness and Brenton Cox Jr. Van Ness, the former first-round pick out of Iowa, needs to work on his technique and his strategy rather than relying only on his athleticism to beat blockers and get pressure on the quarterback. The Packers are hoping he takes a jump in his 3rd season. He played the run better last year, but only had 3 sacks while playing 39% of the defensive snaps in all 17 games. Brenton Cox finally got a chance after Preston Smith was traded. He was a part of the rotation. He had 4 sacks in the last 7 games for the Packers. A talented kid who was an undrafted free agent because of some off-field concerns. Can he step up and maybe claim a starting job or at least claim a bigger role this year than what he had in 2024? And then the last position we're going to discuss here is cornerback. The big question at corner, what's going to happen to Jair Alexander? If Alexander returns and stays healthy, he's the starter on one side. But then you have Keyshawn Nixon, Nate Hobbs, Carrington Valentine, and Javon Bullard, who really primarily played the slot as a rookie, battling for either 2 or 3 spots, really. If Alexander is not there, there's 3 spots up for grabs, and Bullard, Hobbs, and Nixon all have experience in the slot. You need 2 starters on the perimeter and 1 in the slot. You have, obviously, 4 players without Alexander being in the mix. So somebody is going to have to win those jobs, and someone is going to be, the dime back or the next man up if anybody gets injured. Hopefully, the Jair Alexander situation sorts itself out over the next few weeks, and we'll see. It looks increasingly possible that the Packers could keep Jair Alexander if they can negotiate a new contract and just restructure it and get him to stay in Green Bay. Don't forget to check out our website at thepackerspost.com, where we give you daily articles on the Packers Monday through Saturday. I'm Gil Martin. Thanks for watching today's episode of the Daily Packers Post. Hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Have a great day, everybody. And of course, go Pack Go.